All right, here we go. Four Wide Motorsports Lobby A season opener here in Sardines. If you were watching the last one, you get the Sardines reference. Same amount of cars here. Let's jump back in and double check. I don't know how many. Gr4. I believe he's a Gr3. I think we had 6 and 4 again as well in this one. Let me go look quick. Let me go look at the roster right quick. Where was that? So let's see. There it is. So yeah, so it's a 6 and 4 split, 6 Gr3, 4 Gr4 cars, 10 cars on the grid again, just like before. We will get rolling here in just a moment. Let's go through the grid quick. Let's get back onto the normal photo. All right, so we got Mean Maleen. We're gonna go with Mean on that one. Starting on the pole, joining him on the front row is going to be Tyro. The second row is going to be Buck T and Matt MacGyver. Row number 3 is going to see W Cannon as well as Mac Daddy. Row number 4 is the start of your Gr4 cars. That's going to be Cheech and Matus. Followed by Intimidator and Flipbox in row number 5. That's your grid, 10 on there. 6 Gr3 cars, 4 Gr4 cars. Let's get this thing rolling. You can see it up there on the top of the screen. 5 lights, and away we go. Looks like a pretty good start for everybody. They will head down to turn 1 here, and we will have to see a little bit of side-by-side action there. You can see for that second row. Are we going to see a third? Or nope, looks like... Ooh, Buck T a little bit deep into the corner there. Did make some contact with Tyro, and that will give Mean a decent little gap here. And you can see him fighting for position back here. Let's jump on board with your 6th place driver, Matt MacGyver. This is the end of your Gr3 cars. They are dicing it up. Oh, a little bit of grass there for him. He will have to hold on to that one and move forward. He's got Mac Daddy and W Cannon in front of him. You can see Mean has opened it up. Buck in the second spot has opened up a little bit of a gap at 3, 4, 5, and 6 here. Nice and tight coming through on lap number 1. 50 minutes on the board. We are in our first minute of the race. Go, go, go. Mean, is it Mean Maleen? Is that how that's going to be pronounced? I'm just going to call you Mean, but I need to know for future reference. A little bit of contact there with Matt into the back of Mac. And you can see he backed off and let Mac recover, so no harm, no foul on that one. And Matt, will he have a shot here at anything? Oh, he's going to look around the outside. And he did complete that pass. Bold move there by the Aston Martin around the outside. Not something I expected to see there, but maybe Mac backed off a little bit and Matt took advantage. That gets him right up on the back of Cannon here. Let's jump back off and watch them fly down the front stretch here. Let's take a look back here. How is it looking back here? All kind of nose to tail, nothing too exciting going on. Mean with the gap. Looks like Tyro has closed up on the back of Buck T. No, Buck off into the grass here. That's going to give Tyro that spot. Tyro up into the second spot. Buck into the third spot. Oh, man. Cannon. Let's go on board for that one. He caught a little bit of air, it looked like. And it's coming around this one. And it's the next corner here. He got a little bit too deep in. Caught that curve, but man, it really launched the car up in the air. Oh, and there you see it. Just goes for a slide. Does his best to keep it off the other drivers. Continues on, but we are 3 wide there for a moment. That will drop Cannon back to the 6th spot, moves Matt up into 4th, Mac into the 5th spot, but Cannon did not drop too far behind him, right back up on their tail. Oh, and Mac with a huge wreck there. Not sure what happened. Got to go a little onboard for this one. We'll ride along with Cannon as just a little bit wide it looked like there from Mac. Oh no, he just gassed it up and then in correcting it came back across the track. Tough break there. Cannon takes a heck of a shot. Both cars really beat up after that one. I believe it looks like Mac's trying to wait up. Cheech did get around. Oh, everybody. Oh, man. Cannon. Stuck there. Not sure what happened. Oh, he's got damage on both sides. Got a lot of work to do for the Nissan Skyline. Mean back, or still out in front here. Tyro did get into the 2nd spot. We did see that happen. He's going to look to try to close it in on him. We'll have to see what the lap times are here on lap number 2. See, Mean coming around in that Dodge Viper. Oh, hey, look, bunch of comments over here, guys. Correct. Okay, cool. Hey, he's got to mow the yard. Somebody's got to do it. Mean still holding the lead there. A 42-1 on the last one. 42-5 for Tyro. A 44-0 for Buck T, as we did see his mistake there on that one. He's trying to close back in on Tyro, but just doesn't look like he's gonna. It looks like Tyro just has a little bit of an advantage on corner exit and opens it back up each time. Behind him, Matt rolling all by himself in the 4th spot. We got Mac in the 5th spot. Like I say, he had a sideways moment, caught it, and ended up catching up. Cannon, who we see into the pits, he's like, screw this, get these mediums off here, let's roll. We see fairly decent gaps there in Gr4, so nothing to really watch there. Well, I think we'll jump back up and keep an eye on this Buck T and Tyro race. I don't... The Beetle's not one I would want to do to league race in. I don't mind driving it, you know, for fun. But yeah, I wouldn't want to league race in it. Too many inconsistencies about it for me. The one car I've been interested in Gr3 wise, but it just doesn't seem to have quite the speed that you want out of it. It's that Renault, the RS01. Drove that thing a couple times. It's been a blast to drive, but... And Buck T did make a move there. Let's jump back. Did take a look at it into turn number 1. Don't know if it was just a late break or if he was actually making a move there. Let's take a ride along. Looks like he did a little bit later in. But Tyro crosses him back over and continues on and will take over that 2nd spot, or take back over that 2nd spot. Yeah, the Swift, same thing. The Swift is one of those I could never drive, but it's like I always say, you know, everybody, that's what I love about it, is everybody has their own preference. Like, I love the Genesis and Gr3. Everybody else hates it. Most people hate it. It's just my car. I like the way it drives. And there you see it. Tyro has opened that up a little bit after that first corner crossover. And we will start seeing some pit stops here soon. Mean looks like he can probably go one more after this. Tyro definitely can go one more, but it looks like Buck T, he should be in on this one. That's one downside to the V-dub. I do believe the Beetle is a gas hog when it comes down to it. He will come around here. We'll see. Is anybody going to dive down into the pits? Mean will be the first one to approach him. He's ending lap number 4. Just under 7 minutes into this thing. approaching our first pit stop, and there you see it, the Dodge Viper down into the pits. He will call it a quits on those mediums, I would imagine, as Tyro will continue on. Buck T into the pits, Matt MacGyver into the pits. Cheech, your leader of the Gr4 class, right? Yeah. Leader of the Gr4 class here. Coming around, and we will see if he's going to take that pit stop. So we'll see where Tyro cycles through on this one. Let's take a look and watch what tires go on the rest of these guys. Does look like the mediums are going to stay on Mean. And Buck T was on a set of softs. Will he go to the mediums? He did. And Matt MacGyver, as Cheech does continue on. Matt MacGyver looks like he will stay on mediums. Intimidator coming around will continue on, as well as Mac. Matus will dive down into the pits. Flipbox coming around the final corner, and he will continue on. And we know Cannon did already pit earlier after his first lap incident. And let's see, what do we got in the comments here? Yeah, the fuel on these is funny, though. I've always thought the fuel is kind of weird on these because you got a Viper and a V10 just fucking flying along, and then you got a 4-cylinder that's getting worse fuel mileage. As there you see it, your leader, Tyro, down into the pits. Let's see where this cycles him out compared to Mean. Mean had a decent lead on him. I believe it was about 5 seconds, if I remember. Yeah, and he stayed on mediums as well. The tire wear was really low on this one. Sardine here does not eat the tires up. As we see Mean come around. Tyro just fueling up, so Mean will take over that first spot. But the question is, where does Buck T fall on this one? There you see it coming out, and he will take over that second spot. So the undercut for Buck there does take advantage and looks to be a heck of a lap here. About 4 or 5 seconds he's got on him now, so one hell of a gap he created there. Matt MacGyver holds on to that 4th spot. Mac up into the 5th spot. Let's see, Cannon just trying to work his way back through the field here. All these guys into the pit, so he should get back around them here. And back into the 6th spot, so now he sets his sights back on Mac to get back into that top 5. Let's see if he can do it. Still a lot of race left to go. Plenty of things can happen along the way. Wait a second. What happened here? Oh, Mean Moline. What are you doing? Oh, that curb. The curbs were brutal. They were great until you caught them just wrong. And then your car was completely out of control. That'll drop Mean back to the 3rd spot. Buck in the lead now. Tyro in 2nd. Your podium all kind of close together here for Gr3. Let's take a look back here. Who is going to come out ahead on this one? Matus is already pit. He's coming around. Let's see where he falls in the order. Cheech coming out of the pits now. It looks like he will be your Gr4 leader. Intimidator out. And Flipbox comes out. So your Gr4 running order is Cheech, Intimidator, Matus, and Flipbox. And there you see it, Buck going to come around. Leads lap number 6 here. almost 11 minutes into this, 39 minutes to go. And Buck T will take your fast lap of 141.980. Tyro comes across the line. He ran, it was an out lap. Mean had his issue on that lap. Looks like Matt was on a fast one there, 142.9, not bad. Not bad, not bad. Mac with a 144.1. Let's see what Cannon's running for lap time on this one. See what kind of ground he's trying to make up. Going to be a tough one to make up that much ground, though. We'll see where he's sitting as he comes around here. 143.9 right now, his best lap. Let's see if he can beat that one this time by. Doesn't look like he will. Looks like maybe a couple of issues on that one. So let's jump back up here. So you see Buck right there leading the way. Tyro off to the side there. Got a little wall rub there. And he continues on with Mean following in the background. So we have the Volkswagen Beetle. What are you? Oh, the Mitsubishi. Oops, went too far. The Lancer. And a Dodge Viper. This is an interesting combo. A Beetle, an Evo, and a Viper. Interesting podium we got going on here. And continues around here. We on lap number 7. There you see the gap. Buck has opened it up a little bit. Looks like Mean holding tight here with... Lost about 3/10 there to Tyro. 42.7, so good lap here. Closing in on the back of these guys is Matt. Gained a little bit. Little by little. Mac, 43.2, so losing a little bit of ground there. And as we saw there, Cannon not having the race, the ideal race he was looking for. Oh, hey, you know what? You know, we forgot. It's time to look at some liveries. So, got the eyes on the back of the Bug there, the Rockford Fosgate. Hey, this looks familiar. Number 13, Volkswagen Bug. Very, very much looks like the Baba Yaga, Volkswagen Sorcerer. I wonder if they tied this together somehow. And then you got Tyro. He's rocking the Filters Pureflux. Mitsubishi Lancer. No number on there, so I can't give him a number credit. That is the Lancer. Mean Moline, the Monster Energy. I believe that. What is that? The Riptide Rush? No, the... Which one is that? Pipeline Punch, maybe? I'm not sure which one it is, but that is the number 47 Dodge Viper. Monster Energy on there for Mean Moline. Matt MacGyver. The Bandits Club, number 87 here. The Aston Martin. Grip and Slip on that thing. Canadian flag rocking on there as well. As well as your associate sponsors, Coca-Cola, YouTube, and Puma. And some other thing below it that I can't read. Your number 87, Aston Martin. Mac Daddy up next in the number 6 Toyota Supra. Superman, American Dad. He's still rocking his cartoon one, I think. We're going to ignore that Eagles thing on it. Mac, if you're watching, remove the Eagles thing. That's probably why you had issues. Gosh. That really Jalen hurt. Pacific Punch, yep, that's what I thought. They got Cannon rocking the Prime Drink 29. Got the good old Harvick look to it with the number. I like the Prime look to it. Good looking number 29 Nissan Skyline there. Nissan GTR, I should say, for Cannon. Cheat, your leader here. Looks like a Prime Energy as well, so the Nissans are teaming up here with their liveries. Good looking car there for Cheech. The number 3 Prime Energy Nissan GTR. Intimidator rocking the other Dodge and the Monster Energy. Number 45 Unleash the Beast. That's the Dodge Viper Gr4. Matus comes back here. He's in the number 77 Barilla. The McLaren. Blue and red on there, as well as the Italian flag look to it. I like the little combo on the bottom. But there you see it, the Barilla, number 77 McLaren. Flip box. Got the ladies on the back. Ooh, the little bit chunky ladies. Number 88 Pirelli Lincoln Electric on that thing. Love the dark red look to it. I'm not a red fan, but dark is a good one. Number 88 Ferrari there for Flipbox. Oops. Hitting too many buttons here, guys. We are back at it. Lap number 10 on the docket here as Buck goes almost a tenth and a half quicker here in Sector 1 as Tyro has fast lap now at 41.9. See Tyro trying to close in on the back of Buck. Not quite able to do it right now. Roughly about 2.5 seconds behind. About the same gap back to mean. A little bit more back to mean. That's your top three. Nothing changed there. Matt MacGyver in the 4th spot. Decent gap he's got over Mac Daddy. And he will come around there into the final sector. Mac Daddy in the 5th spot. Cannon in the 6th spot here. That rounds out your Gr3. Cannon, look at the map. Cannon's like all by himself, everybody all on the other end. All by myself. All I can think about is Dazed and no, not Dazed and Confused. Half Baked. When he's locked in jail. He sings All by Myself, yeah. Anyways, Cheech leading the way for Gr4 with Intimidator in the 2nd spot. Matus rounding out your podium in Gr4 as he's going to go a lap down to that Evo of Tyro. Flipbox going to round out your Gr4 cars here. 10 cars on the grid. We've had a decent amount of excitement here to start off. Buck T, though, leading the way, a decent amount ahead. Let's see. Let's compare those last lap times. 41.9, 42.4, so about a half second gained by Tyro. 42.0, so gained a little bit on the leader, but lost about a tenth to Tyro. So that's your top three. You know me, Tyro. I just like to talk shit about that. It's just because in my natural announcing, I want to say a number when I'm talking about the cars and sponsors and stuff, and there's never a number, and I'm like, yeah, that car. Even though really it's not that important to me. You'll be in lobby with Faster Guy Cynical. I won't be. Alright. Cynical, or not Cynical. I'll make Cynical drive a pink bug. That'd be awesome. Buck T coming around to put the prime car of Cheech a lap down. He will come around and complete lap number 11. We are approaching the 20-minute mark. That means a little over 30 minutes to go here. Alright, as we rock here, we will see the pit stop starting up here soon. Take a quick break and grab a drink. And you guys just ride along. Wait a second. What happened to Tyro? That had to have just happened. Yeah, he's like right there. Now let's see. Heads down into turn 1. I guess it would be 2 right here, wouldn't it? He's still pretty close to him. Does he catch some of that? There it is. That damn sand. Catches some sand and it loses all that ground he had just caught back up. And we'll lose some ground to mean. So that's going to be a close one. We'll stay on board with him as I take my break. We'll be right back. Alright, we saw some pit stops happening there. Tyro, Matt MacGyver, only Gr3 cars yet to pit. I would imagine we will see... I think it was Matt was close. Yeah, Matt we'll probably see into the pits here in the next cycle. Tyro, I think we will see him run this one a little bit longer. So running decent lap times there. Matt MacGyver with your fast lap now of 41.691. As Matt down into the pits now. He was a ways behind these two drivers, but we'll see how much he has gotten. So look at the difference in your in-lap here, a 2:17.0 to a 2:14.7. So a lot of space gained by Mean. Tyro yet to pit, so we don't know quite what his is going to be. And out comes Matt MacGyver. Gets passed by a Gr4 Viper there. I believe that's Matus, right? Is it? Is it? Look at me, no. Intimidator. There it is. So Buck T gets around a lap car there, puts a car in between him and Mean. We'll have to see how that holds up. Oh, I heard some scraping back there. Don't know who that was, but it did not sound good. But then again, this game sometimes makes sounds when they're not there. Mean will go around the outside. Buck T holding on to the second spot here. As much fuel as Tyro had left, I feel like he could be taking one less stop than these guys. If that's the case, he's got himself set up. As he's going to even set a fast lap here. How can you be fuel saving and set a fast lap? No way the Lancer gets that good of gas mileage while you're pushing that hard. You see that though, a 141.478 for Tyro in that Mitsubishi. Yeah, he's got quite a bit left. I'd imagine he's going to go at least two more. Or this one and one more. Maybe two more. I don't know, man. Some damn good fuel mileage. Fuel management here by him. Buck, though, holds on to the second spot. Throwing a little bit of grass there. And you can see in the background, Mean Moline trying to keep up with him. 41.1 the last time by to a 45.1. So definitely growing that gap. And MacGyver was on a out lap on the last one, so that does not count. Mac holding on to the fifth spot, big gap back to fifth. Ooh, who was that? Looks like Flip went for a little ride there. That Ferrari, I think the Ferrari could be a handful at times if you're not ready for it. In here, especially catching the curbs with it, I would not imagine is very nice. Matus looking to close in on him here for that 9th spot after he just made a pit stop. You see Flip here with quite a bit of fuel left in that thing. Tyro finally getting the fuel light on, but who knows what he's going to be able to save here. We'll see what Buck runs this time by, as Mean looks like maybe he closed up just a little bit there. 43.1 for Buck, and Mean comes across with a 40.973. That's going to be your fast lap. Mean has put down the hammer here, rearing back that Viper. Slammed a monster. And he is hunting. We'll come back to that one in just a moment. Matt holding on to this 4th spot. You can see the gap there. He's got quite a gap back to him. Gap from him to Mac Daddy quite substantial as well. Back to Cannon, a big one as well. Cheats still lead the way for the Gr4 cars. Where Cannon had the issue, his teammate in the Prime Energy number 3 is finding himself in a good spot here to take a victory on week 1. Got a good lead now, so he's just got to hold on to that thing. Intimidator in the second spot for Gr4. Third goes to Flipbox. He's being chased right now by Matus. We jump back up here. Buck T under pressure now. He's going to see that more and more in the mirror here as that Viper, a monster-sized car compared to the Beetle. Tyro finally into the pits here, so definitely going to be a two-stopper for him. No, but we can do a race tonight, Cynical. You can race GT500s tonight, so you still get racing. Crossing the line there. 42.2 with a 40.7. Mean is going to set that fast lap once again. He is closing in. Let's do a little ride along with him here, as he's going to try to make this move. Will he get it done on this lap? Will he wait? We approach the 30-minute mark here in not too long. On the back end of this race, now is where you need to go. Yeah, who knows? GT500's been a little odd for me. It's hit or miss. So we'll see. Good track for me though. Still got to work on a livery for that. And what did I miss here? Round the outside, round the outside. I was too busy yakking, and Mean makes a good move here. You can see it right there. He's going to stretch it out down the straightaway. Has a nice fast left-hander here. He'll be able to get around and make this move. Will he? Yes, he will. He will move over in lane as breaking point hits, and they both get stopped into the corner. The Dodge Viper of Mean Moline into the second spot over Buck T. Tyro not too far in front of them, but definitely a pit advantage right now. Didn't take tires on that one either, so that's one spot where he will have a little bit of a suffer. We'll see. Is he really going to take these tires to the end? Now I'm interested. This track is... I think this track kind of breeds that, though. I think this is just one of those tracks that doesn't present the most racing. Not a bad track by any means, just I don't think it's like a Mount Panorama, you know, it doesn't create a lot of racing. So let's see, we'll ride along a Tyro for this lap and see what the lap comparisons look like. Mean is trying to close in on him. Buck into the pits. So Buck taking his final pit stop, I would imagine, right now, and drops into the fourth spot while he does. Panorama is magnificent to drive. And who knows, maybe I'll join Gr3 this week for that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. As they come around. Final few corners here. They head into the last sector. Let's see what these lap times look like this time by. I'm going to say I don't think there's been a lot gained on this lap. I mean, definitely a little bit. I don't think it's much. Ooh, but that corner may have changed that. Looks like Mean gets a great run out of the corner. $142.557. That's not an outlap. Yeah, 142.557 to a 141.9. So about 0.6 gained on that one by Mean. Matt MacGyver holding on to the third spot after Buck had to pit. Yeah, Viper on the straight's quick. Both drivers using a little slipstream down there from the Gr4 car of, which one is that? Matus. Now they approach Flipbox in the 9th spot. They'll put him a lap down, or another lap down, I think. Side by side for the lead. We had a look at it. Flip moves off to the right. Both drivers will continue forward. You see here the Viper being patient, nowhere to go on that one, so not pushing the envelope there. He will run a little bit wide. All he needs to do is set up a good exit here, and he should be able to get him with that power down the straight. But honestly, he'll have another pit stop for sure, and if Tyro does, he won't have to put very much fuel in, so he will have that advantage. So if Mean's going to get him, he's got to go here. Got to try to open up as much of a gap as he can. Look at the pole he has down the straight. He'll bust it out to the right. Tyro will watch him go by and hope to hold on. He'll try to stay with him as much as he can, but really, depending on how this pit plays out, he might not need to. I think he's going to take this thing all the way, but you don't know for sure. That's why you didn't see him fight that too much. Oops. As they come around, Mean off into the grass just a little bit. So Buck coming around, let's see, a big gap there. As you see, Mac has already pit. Cannon yet to pit. So that gap will change. Cheech still leading the way in the Gr4s. He's got a good lead. Let's see, that's about a 21-second lead on Intimidator. Intimidator got about a 20-second lead on Matus. And Flipbox did take a pit stop there, so he'll drop back into that 10th and 4th spot in class, 10th spot overall. Mean Moline leads the way in the Dodge Viper. 35 minutes about to be in the book. We're only 15 minutes to go here. Not too many laps to go as they will come around, take that final few corners, come across start-finish line to finish up lap number 20. See Intimidator run wide there. Gives his teammate plenty of room. And he did give Tyro plenty of room as well, we will say. He didn't do anything there, but you see here, Mean's going to have to pit either this lap or next. He will continue on, so it looks like it will be the next lap. We'll see that Viper into the pits, I would imagine. Tyro still got 5/8 of a tank. So that is the difference right there. That could be the difference in the win of this race to second place. All depends on the pit stops play out for Flip. Because let's see. Matus, oh, he might make it to the end. Depends how much he's fuel saving there. Oh, looks like Flip took a little bit of damage there, so not what he was looking for. Intimidator, yeah, those guys are still going to be able to make it, so if Matus has to pit, he'll definitely should gain that spot. We'll see Cannon pit here soon, and Mac will get around him for that one. Buck T in the 4th spot right now, but Matt MacGyver is still to pit. I don't even remember what I did. By the way, hey you, You're watching this video? Go hit thumb up. Go thumb this video. Go give it a good thumb. Yeah, just do it. Not to mention, follow the channel. Yeah, do that too. Follow the channel. I tell you what, follow the channel and give me a good thumb. As Matt MacGyver holding on to that third spot, we see Cannon into the pits here. Mac will be coming around. Yep, there goes Mac right there, so that will give him the 5th spot. Mean Moline into the pits as well here. You see it there. Tyro going to follow him in. Tyro going to do a quick tire. I would imagine he's going to take some tires. He's going to throw a splash of fuel in it. Should gain that advantage back, and we might have one hell of a race to the finish here. Give it a finger, as long as that finger is a thumb. And there you see it, right out behind Mean Moline. We are going to have a fight to the finish here. Matt MacGyver, though, stretching that fuel a little further, as he will taste the lead for this lap. Behind him, Mean and Tyro about to battle this thing out. Buck not too far behind him. They get fighting a little too much, and we could have a 3-way fight for this thing at the end. And like I say, those two are spread out. Cheech has got a good lead. Everybody kind of spread out back there. So this one's going to come down to these guys. Mean Moline and Tyro going to battle this thing out. We'll have to see what kind of lap times these guys are putting in. We'll keep an eye on this battle. I'm going to get a quick drink here before we approach the 10-minute mark, and then we will battle out to the end. Now, for your side-by-side, presented by Fox. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to you. Alright, Battle Royale has begun. We are almost to the 9-minute to go mark. Mean Moline leads the way. Tyro on his tail. 2-car battle. Dodge Viper versus Mitsubishi Evo. V10 versus Inline 4. He has more than done. He has 150 or 250% of motor. Yeah, I think all the Gr4 drivers did pretty well on both sides. I think I've only caught a couple of little things, but you see a Tyro, he's chasing him, but a 41.9 to a 41. Look at these lap times. 41.931 to a 9.53. No joke, these two are gonna fight this thing one to the end. Buck has dropped back a little bit from him, but if they get racing, he's not too far back there and could take advantage of any issues. Let's see, Matt MacGyver, a gap back to him, huge gap back to Mac, huge back to Cannon. Cheech got a hold of that Gr4. Intimidator in the second spot. Amatus rounds out your podium for Gr4. Back up front we go. Do a little ride along here. Let's ride along with Tyro for a little while. And we'll see what he can do in his little four-banger. Kind of brought a knife to a gunfight, but he's holding his own in the deal here. They head on to the front stretch here after the long right-hander. You can see it there. The Viper opens it up, and the slipstream is not going to be enough, so he's going to have to do it through some of the corners in here, and that's a tight sector, tight sections through there. So I agree, but I also couldn't. I couldn't drive the Swift. I don't want to drive the Viper. I don't want to drive the Swift. And then there's some people that love them things. It's just, I love how, that's what I love about this stuff. It's all about finding your combo. Right on the backside of him, a 261 to a 234. This guy's within a couple of hundredths, not tenths, hundredths. Each lap, nose to tail. What is... Oh, Buck took a pit stop, so that could put Matt onto the podium here. Could be a spot he gets a runner. Can he make this around the outside? And the Evo makes the move on Mean Moline. Mean's going to look to make a toll back at it. All he's got to do really is try to set him up for that front stretch. That is the spot to get this job done. They are coming to that after this left-hander. Oh, excuse me. The excitement made me hiccup. And they are running that within a half second of the fast lap. They are running that way. And let's see, does the Viper have enough here on lap number 25, heading to lap 26. 5.5 minutes left on the clock. Who is going to take this thing? At least we got a battle at the end here. Mean's going to look to the outside. Side by side down into 1 or 2. Into 3. And, oh, I wanted to say he got it, but he's not quite clear. I think the Evo will take a shot here. He does. And look at the crossover. Will it work here? Will he be able to get it done? He's got the power coming off. He's going to make it side by side. Oh, man, these guys are putting on a hell of a show here at the finish of Lobby A. And he will hold on to that spot. We head on to the backside of the track here. Long straightaway here. Can he hold him off? We jump back over to Mean. Mean's just chasing him. Matt so far back it won't matter. These guys could have a pretty decent sized mistake and still hold on to these two spots. So we continue on with them. Just a few laps to go here. I'd say probably 3 or 4. Don't feel like doing that monkey math right now. They'll head onto the final corner. Will the Viper have the run here? Whoops, finger slipped off there. And there you go. He opens it up a little bit, but then you'll see the Viper, the V10 will kick in. He will pull that draft and he will close in quick. You can see it here. Just eating the air behind him, ready to go. He's going to bust it out. You see it. Holds on to it again with the Evo. Plays great defense. As we approach the lap car, looks like I believe Flip in the Ferrari right here. Flip, I know, is always a lap car. He'll always make sure to make room for you. He moves off to the right-hand side. He'll let these guys around the inside. Good job by that driver. Oh, the Viper goes for a slide. That's going to open this gap up. That might be enough to hold him off here. Not much time left. He's going to only have 2 laps left as they cross the next time. Actually, yeah, he'll have 2 laps to go. He has 2 laps to try to make up this gap. Yeah, the rest of the gaps are huge. Yep. So there you see it. Tyro, Mean Moline battling this thing out to the end. Bringing us... Oh! Holy shit! Oh man, this was brutal. Just watch this. Swings it out, and right there, that wall to the right, it's going to pay. Oh. Not the most realistic wall hit, but god dang, that thing hurt. That is going to more than likely give the win to Mean Moline. Mean's just got to hold on for just 2 more laps. Yeah, 2 more laps. It's like Daytona. Daytona's got some weird ass walls that stick out that catch people that just make 0 sense. That was a bummer. That was setting up to be one hell of a finish too. But the one thing I will say is I'm excited to see the season progress, and we have some fantastic drive going on here from these drivers. So should be a fun season as we roll in here. 10 races this season. Hoping to have double lobbies all season long. Gr3, Gr4 multi-class racing here for FWM. It's your season opener in Sardines. As Mean has opened that up enough. As Matt will approach the Gr4 leader Cheech to put him a lap down. Yeah, I don't know who would have had that one, but I was excited to see that ending, so kind of bummed out that the wall decided to make love to Tyro's freaking right side of his car. I love you, right side of your Evo. Matt, good job fighting back here early. Couple early little things kept him back into that 4th spot, but Buck took that extra pit stop, and that moves Matt MacGyver up into that 3rd spot. He'll get a podium here. Race number 1 of the season. They'll head into the final corner. Oh, Flip took a spin there. I do believe this might be the last lap for these drivers. Jump over here. Cheech coming around. Nope, that wasn't Cheech, was it? Who was that? Oh, that might have been Cannon in front of him. So we'll jump on with Cheech, your Gr4 leader, coming across the line. He takes the final corner here. You're going to be your victor for Gr4. Race number 1 of the season here at Sardines. And across the line, the number 3 Nissan GTR, your winner for Gr4. We'll jump over to Intimidator, the next one to come across the line, it looks like, in the Dodge Viper. A P2 for the Dodge Viper and a P1 up in Gr3. Good look for Dodge here to start off the season. As they will dive down into that final hard corner. The right-hander has nothing but full throttle, so Flip does cross the line to come in 4th. Intimidator is going to come across here in the 2nd spot. That's going to give Matus the final spot on the podium for Gr4. And there you go, Intimidator coming across the line in the number 45 Dodge Viper. You see Matus coming across. You're going to see Mean Moline right behind him. Your Gr3 driver, Victory, #1 on the season, comes across the line with a solid run today. Was going to have a battle, though. Tyro, tough luck with about 2 laps to go. He's still going to bring it home in the 2nd spot. Rounding out your podium is going to be Matt MacGyver. Buck T, Mac Daddy, and Cannon round out your Gr3 standings as we ride along with Matt MacGyver across the line for the final one. Cannon's going to be right behind him. Cannon, not the race he wanted to have. Tough luck early on and continued forward. But I do have to say that was one hell. We were fixing to see a great finish there on that one. I'd like to thank everybody for joining. Make sure you thumb up the video. Make sure you share. Make sure you follow the channel. All that good stuff. I am Monkey Mafia. Monkey Mafia Productions here. Actually, I am Monkey. And I am for Monkey Mafia Productions. We will see you tomorrow as I come back with GT500 for Monkey Mafia Esports. That one will be a fun one at Deep Forest with GT500 cars. So make sure you join back tomorrow. If you follow the page, it will tell you when I get on. I'd like to thank everybody for joining. I am Monkey. We will see you on the next one.